So I'm watching the Octans DeFi Summit. This session was on DeFi and cross-chain liquidity. I think that the rise of agentic AI that we're seeing right now, I think it can solve that problem or maybe help somehow in solving it, because the cross-chain liquidity issue, I see it more as a UX problem than an infrastructure problem. I think our infrastructures can talk together. Like layer twos are all Ethereum's, right? So it's easy to build a common pool that's not fragmented. But I think the cross-chain liquidity, excuse me, excuse me, issue is it's more a UX thing. And an AI agent can solve that. Like, let's say a wallet that has some sort of access somehow to that an agent has access to, that any user can have. Just like we have smart wallets, we can have AI agent wallets. I don't know what the real term for it is, but I think that we can have wallets that are sort of like agentic, and that we can just say convert my Solana to base Earth, like and we don't need to users don't need to go through all the process to type this, click this. No, they can just with the prompt do the conversions, right? So I think it's more of a UX issue than it is an infrastructure issue, because the infrastructure, because of how Ethereum is, the different L2s can talk to themselves, and if they can, the assets on those L2s can also talk to themselves and then morph into different existing. This is me thinking out loud, basically. So it might not be as articulated as I have it in my head. Then another thing that I got during the summit was a reference to Hazib's article about how blockchains are cities. I haven't read the article yet. I'm about to, but it is what I have always thought. For some reason, I've always had the idea of doing a video where I explain blockchain like they were cities. So this is my mindset. This is how I think. This is how I used to think about blockchain. I still think about it today. I think like the entire Web3 space is a country, or like blockchain in general is a country. That country has a currency, crypto, right? And then I think about the different blockchains, Solana, Starknet, the different layer twos, Ethereum. I think you know how a country has a commercial capital, right? There's the commercial capital, and then there is like the official capital. For example, in Nigeria, the commercial capital is Lagos. Uh, that is where internationally people want to do business in. But the government capital of Nigeria is Abuja, right? So I think that this is how I used to think, that these different cities are theirs. Ethereum is like the commercial capital, and then public goods. Sorry, and then public goods is like the civil service. So I feel like public goods is like the governance capital. The that's that's essentially how I've been thinking about it. So looking at Hazibs, I haven't read the article. I'm going to deep dive. I might do a video on the article, but looking at this, blockchains as it is, it immediately makes it just clicks. I used to think I was the only person that had that idea. I probably, if I had maybe if I was an animator, I probably would have animated something like, oh, the blockchain is a country, crypto is the currency, and then you have different cities and their economic value that they bring to the country, and then you have the governance capital, which is like public goods, right? And then people or projects in the public goods space are like departments in the different civil service. Then we have our security, and I used to just think like that. Yeah. All right. I'm doing this video at 1:34 a.m. on 8th February. My goodness, I need to go to bed. Good night.